Hello everyone. Welcome back to Timberborn and the Great Lakes District. Beavers are kind of waking up. And they are not doing as great as I had hoped. All the numbers seem to be going down and not steady. I mean, we have a decent amount of food. We have a decent amount of resources coming in, but I think that we can do a lot better on this. One of the things that I am thinking of, first of all, is to open this up and increase the spatterdock production. I also want to stabilize this a little bit because this floods every time that we end up getting a dry season and a drought, and then it starts up again. It ends up flooding through here, and I'd like to avoid that. So unfortunately, the only way that I can think of is going to end up causing these to be useless. But we're going to end up starting with that anyways, and we'll see about what to do after that. So what I am thinking is unlocking the depth sensor and then I am going to actually, no, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to put that in there like that, levy up this, and then what I'm going to end up, this is a one-way outlet that regulates the downstream water. So theoretically, this should operate the same way as the old sluice gate did, or at least similar, in that I should be able to set this to like 0.9 maybe. I'm not sure what this level is, because what I'm thinking is that as long as I set this to a higher amount than what is going to end up going through here, because this is set at 0.75, right? So theoretically, if I set this to, say, 8.5, it will shut off if it floods a little bit. So if I get too much flow coming through here and it's pushing it up through here, this should shut off, and then it should theoretically stop this from flooding, I think. And then this should regulate the height of back here. So leaving these in should be fine as well, because yeah, so this is still flowing. No, it's not flowing at all. Okay, and all it seems to be doing is flooding this stuff. Well, let's try this. Is this gonna help? No, because it just keeps flooding over that. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. What else can I try? Is that working? That seems to be working. So I just had it, so let's say 9.5. If it's over 9.5, it'll stop. Yeah, so that should be fine. I mean, it's gonna end up having some flooding, so I'll have to figure out that later, but I've got some flow coming through here, which should be enough to deal with, and the majority of the flow is still coming through here because we're still getting like 4,500 horsepower, so that should be good. Why are you guys starving? Somebody's tired. Why are they tired? Everybody has enough beds. Oh, recipe's not set. Okay. Let's do some bread. What do I have storage for bread? I do not. I do not have any storage for bread. Okay, first things first, I guess. Then we're gonna need some storage for bread. Not that. How about that? We'll add another one to the food court. The other thing I might do is, I'm wondering whether I should link this up here as well. Like this maybe? That one. Right there. Yeah, I like it. Okay, that should be good. Okay, next. I don't need that. That is empty. I need a solution for this. Which is not coming to me. I don't know what to do about that. I'm just gonna go with not having these. And go from there. Same with this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna lose some happiness with the beavers, but I think this is necessary to improve that. I need to set up a place that they can access this better. And if we consider this as a recreation thing, I only need a 2x3. Must be placed atop other buildings. So I actually have to have it on a building itself, right? Do I have a replacement for that? I do. Why do I have these? I'm gonna empty that. And I'm gonna empty that because I've got replacements for those as well. So what kinds of buildings can I use this with? I don't want to put more on this. So what other buildings do I have an option for? I mean, there's warehouses, obviously, because I've got that. None of these buildings have roofs. I mean, I can put up lodges just for that, but it doesn't seem useful. Yeah, because there's no other building that has a rooftop that I could put this on besides these. So what if I'm gonna get rid of this, and then what I'm thinking is I will... How many can I fit in here? 1, 2... Can't quite fit 3 of them. This is giving me an alternate way up, but I can delete this here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna get rid of this, and what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put in additional housing, but very inefficient housing. And the reason being is because the sole purpose of this is going to be for putting in rooftop terraces. Because if I need to put them on roofs, this gives me a little bit of population increase, but not enough to impact anything severe. But it allows me to put these guys onto rooftops. And then I can use these. Now, obviously, I I don't have any access to this. Like, I don't think I can put them. Maybe I can. Oh, well, what am I doing that for? Okay, well, I am changing my mind. Hopefully I won't make anybody homeless. I have just made 8 beavers without any, well, it's sad, but nothing I can do about it. All right, oh, what am I doing? Oh, that was stupid. I can't put them on the ground. So that was actually useful. Alright, well. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to rebuild it. At least at least those other guys won't be homeless anymore. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Alright, well. Yeah, because I can't put those on the ground. I can, however, build these like this, and then do that, and then just keep stacking it like that. And, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wish there was an undo button. Alright. I need to get rid of those. Yeah, so that's what I need. And in fact, I'm going to put in that there. I'm going to link that up to here. At some point, I want to clean up this staircase here. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. And there. So now I have significantly more rooftop terraces. And I'm just going to delete these and live with it. You are gone. Whoops, I missed one. And I'll clean this up as well. Prioritize this stuff just so that I clean that stuff up. Okay. So that should give them more than enough rooftop terraces for now. At least I hope so. So it should improve things for them a little bit. Oh, I need to clean this up as well. The reason I want to clean... Oh. Oops. I was gonna say that the reason why I wanted to clean it up is because I want to put that there, but I can't put that another one of these here because this is in the wrong position. So these are all potatoes, right? No, oh. That's grilled spatterdock. That's grilled potatoes. Well, I'm gonna get rid of that. And how are we on potatoes? Lots of potatoes, lots of spatterdock. You know what? I'm gonna do that. And then, because that will reposition that. And I'm gonna have 2 spatterdock, 2 grilled potatoes. And then these guys clean this stuff up. I will put another bakery in here, and then it's a relatively compact cooking area, and I've got 2 bakeries and grills for everything. So that's good there. Those guys are working away at that. So now what? Food seems to have stabilized. Wheat is productive enough, I guess. But I am definitely going to have to increase the power of that because this... Oh, we're in a drought, that's why. But even so, this needs 120 horsepower for that, and I need 200. I need 200 horsepower for that, so that's 320. And this running here is doing 4. Oh. Maybe it's alright. Well, just to be safe, I'm going to end up putting in a couple more windmills. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then that, and that. Okay, well, apparently I can't do it there because this guy's in the way. What do I do? You know what? I'm gonna do that. And even if these guys don't do much, we'll still have a decent enough amount of windmills to cover things. And if I want, I can come out this direction as well. And that, I could probably come out here and get one more in. I mean, with the water going... Oh, that's perfect. It didn't flood. And I'm still getting power through. Awesome. So that actually worked. Honestly, I had no idea whether it would work or not. I mean, it's not a ton of power, but it's still a decent amount, and it seems to be regulating it enough that it's not overfilling enough to actually flood. Perfect. Oh, that's so much better. I like it. Okay, next. Those guys are good for now. So I guess the next thing is, other than the slight flooding that I've got here, which I wonder if it's because of this. It's got nowhere else to go. I don't know. Well, for right now, I'm gonna expand the spatter dock. Oh, did it dry out? Died from drying out. Oh. Yeah, I guess it did. I had too much I wasn't paying attention to the drought and that stuff actually died. Well, at any rate, I'll have to worry about the next drought, but what I'm thinking is clearing out this all the way to here. And my thinking is of expanding this spatter dock into this area here. And maybe even farther into here. Plus, if the water goes farther out this direction, it's going to start going farther out here, which means that some more of this might end up being more fertile land, which means that I might be able to open up some of the stuff, some of the areas here that were dead. I might be able to open them up to planting. And if I have to move some of this stuff to make room for it, so be it. I think I'm gonna put this in here. Is that gonna fix it? Oh, I guess I can just put there to check it. Yeah, so that'll get them everywhere. So I'm not going to go very far for now to see, because I want to see how much this is going to end up irrigating, if my mouth would work properly and the words would come out. I want to see how much this gets irrigated before I try to expand it any further. Plus, I need to know how far these guys can actually get to, because it's gonna be pointless if they can't reach where they need to. Like, it's pointless if I open up all of this stuff to water, if these guys can't actually farm it. So that is that taken care of. The next thing I want to do is I want to open up this area for farming logs, because I'm starting to reach the point where this, as much as this is useful, it's starting to reach its limits. So I'm gonna be putting in a couple more lumberjacks to help cut more stuff down. But I'm also thinking that if I can start getting into this area here and start cutting down these trees and using this as a secondary farming, or a secondary location for trees, that will help out a lot. And since there's trees there already, I mean, why not? First things first, we're gonna end up needing a way there. This here, I'm not sure, but at the very least, I'm gonna need to set up a lumberjack over here. Yeah, that seems as good as any. Oh wait, no. I changed my mind. I want it to be here, because this is eventually going to need to be repopulated with trees, and this seems like a good one because it should cover everything that I need. And then the next thing we're gonna need is you're gonna need to figure out where to cut stuff down. So we'll just go like that. And like that for now. You know what? I'm gonna mark that anyways. And you know what I might do is I might put another lumberjack up here. That's gonna be able to get this area here, but as well, what I might do is put in another pathway along here to meet up with all of this. In fact, after I ended up doing that, I have changed my mind on that because I'm going to line this up with that there. I'm going to put the road here, and then I'll do a road along here like this, and then a road here along like that. And that should cover all of this area. They'll have lots of spaces, spots that they can end up running to. Those guys can still access this, but I wonder if they would benefit from being closer to it. I don't know how that works. Whether it makes much of a difference if they're closer to where they actually need to work. Okay, what else? You guys are done. We blow some things up. Oh yeah, you can get... These guys can go quite a ways. Alright, Spatterdock. Where is Spatterdock? Spatterdock is here. And is this the limit? Yeah, so he can't go... They can't go any farther than this. Does that fix it? No, it doesn't. I'm gonna do this like that and put pathway here just so that it's kind of linked up. Not sure if it's gonna end up changing the pathways or the pathfinding for the beavers, but it should be good. So that should boost the log production at the very least. And it uses up a lot of the beavers that we ended up having unemployed. Alright, so I am not quite sure what to do next. Food production seems to be good. Everything else seems to be good. Overall stats seem to be alright. As far as well-being is concerned, what fur seems to be their biggest concern. So what if I put in some facilities to help them with that? I've got showers here. Actually, I'm gonna move this one here. Put that there like that. That should boost their well-being a little bit. What else have we got available? Oh, they'd love grilled chestnuts. Wouldn't we all? Actually, I don't think I've ever had chestnuts. So I can't tell you one way or another. I should probably plant some... Oh, you know what? That's probably a good idea. Okay, this area here, I think I'm going to make this a spot for grilled chestnuts. Chestnuts. Where is chestnuts? Yeah, like that. And then, what is the... It's this guy. Gatherer flag. So that should cover that. And I don't have any cutting instructions for this, so nothing to do in range. Ah, because there's no chestnuts. But with that, I am also going to need a warehouse for chestnuts and a warehouse for grilled chestnuts, as well as I'm going to need a couple of grills. So that is going to be for grilled chestnuts. We'll copy and paste that in. And that's good there. So when this gets planted, this guy will end up getting some work done. I wonder if he needs some help. I've got too many children again. And not enough adults. What do I do about that? Did I expand too quick? I don't think so, because food situation seems to be stable. And that I could produce more wheat, but other than that, which I think the wheat situation would only end up being solved with irrigation, which I might do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up doing some irrigation here. All of this seems fine. Everything seems stable, which is actually unusual. So all of that is fine. So what else have we got? They could do with way more wet fur. Grilled chestnuts they're going to end up working away at. Cattail crackers and maple pastries are going to be an issue at some point. But I'm going to worry about that later. We could probably use more campfires. What other options do I have? We can put a Lido in. What do we need for a Lido? No, actually that would have been a perfect spot for it. How about here? Or would it be better closer to the... Oh, you know what? Right here. I'm thinking this is a perfect spot for it. Right here. I'm gonna get rid of this. Put in some platforms. Like that. Now... I need another set of platforms here. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's fix this. So, the Lido... Where is it? Needs... It's a 3x4 space that it needs. It needs one block in to sit on, a 1x4 spot to sit on, and then it needs to be in water as a 2x4 spot. So I could put it into this spot here, but then I'd end up running out of space. Oh, but I suppose I can just, I don't have any use for this area here, this land. So actually, let's go with it. I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to keep this here as I was doing it. I'm going to keep this in here like this. For now, I'm going to do that like that. Which will let me do one Lido only at the moment. However, since we don't need this spot here, what I think I'll do is I'll put dynamite on all of this, clear this spot out, and then just keep going, doing Lidos all the way along here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Except that I'm gonna need to boost you guys up there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Drought. Oh, it's killed all that stuff off. That is a very long drought. I'm gonna have to rethink a few things on this. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna change this here, and I will put in fill valves here. Actually, first of all, I'm going to put in levees here, like that. And then... oh, nope, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put in 2 double floodgates here. Switch this to relay 1. So I'm going to replace these ones with this. And I'm going to have to adjust this slightly because I need this to be 85 gap. And then once this is built, I'm going to get rid of these, and then I'm going to end up putting some fill valves instead of this. The reason why I'm keeping this here is because this is going to end up regulating the downstream, and it's going to end up allowing me to control the bad tide what do you call it, bypass. So it'll bypass the bad water needs to go that way when it's a bad tide, but I need it to be, and in fact, just to be safe, I'm gonna put a priority on this so that all of you guys are working on this. And in fact, since there's not much I can do at this point in time, I am going to stick with this and just I will leave this and come back in a sec. drought's almost over, and they are almost finished building this floodgate, which is nice. Of course, they're going to sleep now, so they're not quite finished. But I think that'll end up being... Yep, drought is over. We lost all of the spatter dock. We lost all of the... Yeah, all the chestnut trees died. All of these guys died as well. I mean, we weren't... And I guess, no, we did... As long as the water comes back, we should be able to get that back. Should be able to get that back as well. But that does mean that I'm really concerned about the water situation on this. So definitely have to do something about this. Okay, and now they're done. So I can get rid of this here. Like that. And what I'm gonna do now is put in a fill valve here. Yeah, here. Which I will let it maintain a 95, I guess. Now the other issue that we're going to have is we're going to end up having to replace that. If this is going to end up letting in 95, it either needs to go back out this direction or it needs to have another set of fill valves here to block that. Now, as a secondary measure, I'm going to put in a set of levees up here so that it doesn't overflow. If anything, it should end up overflowing either out to here or it should end up overflowing out to here. Hopefully, provided I've done it right, which, I mean, some of this stuff I'm figuring out as I go, so who knows. They've got the spatter dock there. This is done. I am going to explode this. Oh, and they're having some fun. All right. Well, on that note, the beavers seem to be going back to sleep again, so I am going to finish this off for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to stay up to date on everything that's going on with the channel, or if you just want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you want to support the channel even further, I have links to Patreon in the description and in on my channel. No obligation, but if you want to support the channel even further, feel free to do that. But that'll be it from me for today, and it'll be it for the Beavers for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.